Generation in NoDAPL, New Mexico. I'm a representative of the International Indigenous Youth Council. Back home in Standing Rock, they call me Ina. That means mom. That's the name that they gave to me. I didn't choose that name. I'm standing here with my auntie. Her name is LaDonna Grateful. She's the founder of Sacred Stone Camp. In addition to the youth, she was the first person that called out and cried for help. She was the first person that asked people to come stand for the water. As I was telling a lot of you earlier, I'm sorry I can't really talk right now because I've been screaming for so long, and I guess it's kind of indicative of being an Indigenous woman. A lot of people back home, a lot of the natives back home and around the country know me as the girl that yells at President Obama. I campaigned for President Obama twice. When my grandma that raised me was still alive, she told me that finally things were going to go right because there was a man of color in the office, that finally somebody was going to start seeing us, he was going to start seeing color. She always told me that I shouldn't trust people that don't see color because color is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Continually asked President Obama to protect our children. I told him that if he didn't show up on the Standing Rock Sioux Reservation to protect us and to tell Morton County to back down, that I was going to show up. And now I'm standing here outside of his house. And I want him to know that those kids that he visited in Standing Rock in 2014, the children that he bought pizza for, that he said he loved and that reminded him of his own and that he felt were his own, have come to us since and asked us where their president is. They don't understand why they're being maced on the front lines. They don't understand why they have shotguns pointed at them. They don't understand why they're being hit with rubber bullets, with beanbags, with other less than lethal weapons. They don't understand. Our youth council does not understand why it is that the president that they voted for, some of them many for the first time, voting ever, were so excited to vote for a president that seems to not care about why they're here. I asked a few of the youth that are here today, ages 10, 11, and 7.5, what they thought about President Obama. They told me that they thought he was a pretty nice guy. They told me that they thought he lived in this house with his wife and his 2 children. And I asked them, do you think that they like to drink water? And they said yes. So I'm standing here today, as promised, asking President Obama to stop the Dakota Access Pipeline, to cut the head off of this blacksmith, and to stop pandering to the fossil fuel industry. Ensure that there is a future for us. I don't even want to have kids because I don't want them to wake up one day and not have water, and I'm great at teaching. It is not fair to me that a president can have his opportunity to have 2 children, that Donald Trump can somehow, for some reason, regenerate. I am not afforded the ability to bring children into a safe environment. In our culture, children are sacred. And in my culture, I am a life giver. I'm a woman. As my auntie said, we are the life givers, and water is sacred to us because people in life comes from water. As we give birth through water. We are responsible for taking care of this water as women, and we are responsible as this 7th generation, as a youth, for myself, to protect the next 7 generations. I'm standing here on behalf of my niece Riley, my nephew Evan. You guys may have seen pictures of my niece back home. Her name is Riot. No one ever believes it, but she likes to say, water is wife, and she's a black snake killer. She's my favorite person in the world, in addition to all the other kids that I know. But we're standing here right now because President Obama has an obligation to the youth of this nation. I don't care if he does not want to talk to me, and I don't care if he doesn't want to talk to my elders. We already see him for what he is, and right now that is a wolf in sheep's clothing. I need him to represent the indigenous peoples of this country, and I need him to protect the sacred and honor his word. And he told us that we were a part of him. He told us that we were his family, and he was not honoring that. We call a guest of ours who I think may be around here somewhere. I'm really hoping that he will show up. We call him back home. We call him Lala Bernie. That means Grandpa Bernie. Back at home, all of us, we still pray for him because he's the only person that we've ever seen have a platform for indigenous communities. I myself worked with his wife in San Carlos Reservation in Arizona to protect Oak Flat. I was there with Jane Sanders as she talked about the 3 times the national average for suicide for indigenous youth, 3 times the national average for sexual assault for indigenous communities. They're the only people that seem to care, and I'm so honored that they might even show up here because I just want to shake their hand and tell them thank you for actually listening and thank you for seeing us because no one else does. No one else takes the time to see us, and all of you standing right here, and every time I put my hand up to stop you and realize that there were thousands of people standing in front of me that were willing to stop, it's crazy because as an indigenous woman, as a woman of color, we are not seen. We are the people that hold up the legs of the table that America eats off of. And I'm here on behalf of the youth to say that we're not doing that anymore. We have come back to protecting the sacred. No more will people stand in front of us and tell us that we cannot speak our minds. I don't care if President-elect Trump is here because with all my heart I will pray for him and I will protect his water because even though I do not agree with who he is as a person, I anticipate that he wants to live his life in the way that I want to live my life. And so I'm here to protect his water as well. There are a lot of people here that we may not get along with. There are a lot of politics that we may not get along with. But as adults, it is our job, as Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. And right now we have an obligation to go high and then higher on behalf of the children that cannot speak for themselves, the unborn, the animals, the four-legged, the winged, all of the animals, even a girl in our youth council, she likes to pray for the earthworms because they have to travel directly through the soil that the oil would permeate. We have so many things that we are responsible for. So I ask you, even if there are people in this crowd that are not supportive of what it is that we are doing, please ensure that you pray for them. If you have something to say that is negative, feel free to do whatever you want. Feel your feelings. I always encourage that. But please know that we are going to pray for you because this water is so crucial and so vital to the people that need it, which is everybody. Everyone needs this water. I guess I don't know exactly what else to say except that I'm really excited that I have the opportunity to be here because my youth council was like, well, what would you do if you had the opportunity to be in front of President Obama and to talk to him? And I told him, mark my words, I'm going to end up in front of the White House. And now I'm here because prayer is powerful.
Greater than ourselves. There's something going on besides Standing Rock. It's about the people. It's about people standing up. It's about people standing together. It's about people. And one of the things that I was told when I was a child, that one day people would look to the indigenous people of the world to help save the world. And I see that. I see that with our relatives, the Maoris and the Aboriginals of Australia, the Samis, the Mongolians, all the Aboriginal people. We do have an answer. We do know how to live with the world yet. And we need everybody to come and stand with us, to honor this earth, to honor the water, because water is life. Water is life. I don't know what happened here. I don't know how everybody woke up, and maybe it was a long time in coming. I know none of it had to do with me. It had to do with world conscious. We cannot live the way we've been living. We must stand up and make a better life for our children and our grandchildren. I seen a picture the other day of all these fish that were dead.
Yeah.
What are we doing to our world? It breaks my heart when I watch Dakota Access load up our relatives, the buffalo, the other day and took them to slaughter. Those buffalo that I watched all of my life, they are all gone now. And I wonder what gives people the right